Farmers are an aging generation, and there's not a lot of young guys coming up or young ladies coming up behind them to take over the farming practices.
I mean, I'm a fourth generation agricultural producer, and you know, I got to be a fourth generation producer because the 3 generations before me took care of our land in such a way that they could pass it on to the next generation. And that's what we need to do. We need to steward our land. We can't just manage it on a year-to-year basis or from one political election to the next.
Because the land here is worth so much money, if you don't have a very clear sort of succession plan, it can be extremely difficult to pass down because you're dealing with an asset that's, in some cases, pretty valuable. So hopefully we'll be able to keep going and be profitable and have something that we could pass down to one of our kids if they're, so inclined.
I have 3 children and 2 grandsons, and I hope that they'll want to be involved at some capacity and continue a legacy. But there's no guarantees of that. But you always hope. Yeah. You always hope.
We have 2 kids, and so far they love it. They're 6 and 9, and so they just they think it's great. They would love to be farmers. So we'll see if they still think that when they're teenagers. But I hope so.
My passion right now is to make sure that this all stays intact for my son Scott. Hopefully he can move into what we're doing and make it work for years to come.
I'd much rather have my grandkids out, playing in the mud and beating rocks with a stick than I would having them on the Xbox.
These kids are the future. We cannot let them go into the wrong direction.
Well, I mean, it's wonderful to be able to work together, really. I think that makes it work. You couldn't do it without each other. So.
To me, it's a way for people to get their kids out of the house, and get them out and get them connected with the outdoors. The kid isn't dirty when he walks out of this farm. I haven't done my job.
We've been doing this for 40 years. I could sell everything I had and walk away and be somewhat comfortable, for years to come, but that's not what's really important.
Whether it's weather, whether it's markets, whether it's availability of water or whatever it is, there's something different thrown at you each year, and that to me, it makes it a little more exciting. I mean, it's just the challenges, I think, is what keeps most of us motivated.
This is our livelihood. This farm's going to stay, in the family at least one more generation. I know that. What happens after that, I'm not sure. But our long-term plans are not to build houses, is to keep doing what we've been doing for the last 100 years.
Part of it, like how to manage an ecosystem, how to be the caretaker of creation per se, is what really motivates me and is my passion in farming is the challenge to do that, the responsibility to do that, and then the rewards when you do it right. It's pretty awesome.